What's going on, guys? Steven with Sodak Experiences. So I just wanted to fill you in on an idea I had. So right here I have this cooler. I got it for free out of a dumpster from a school that I used to mow. It's got a little bit of damage. It's still got the water. This doesn't, the hardware's broke. It's an Igloo. It's in pretty good shape. I've had it for a few months now. And originally when I seen it, I was like, hey, that's going to be perfect for the back of the boat, for longer days. But I haven't used it for that. So what I'm going to do is turn it into a Livewell for my boat. As you know, I already have the 2 seats for it. And now this makes it so I have 4 seats because 2 people can sit on that. And then you can still hang on to the handles right here as we're going down the lake. So it's kind of a universal deal. It's got just a little bit of damage. I think there's some, there's a hole here. Not completely punctured, but so that's what I'm going to do. I've looked on YouTube, seen a few other ideas, but none of them really do what I want it to do, because what I want it to do is I want lake water to pump in, and then once it hits a certain line, it flows out because it's full, and then I also want a pump to pump out the excess water, so when I'm getting off the lake, and I just want it to be ran by my 2 switches. I don't need a timer on, nothing. If I want it to pump in fresh water, I'll just turn on my aerator pump. Boom. Let it cycle for about, a few minutes. Let the older water flush out, or I pump some of the old water out as I'm pumping new water in, and then I can completely recycle it instead of just filtering it out, if that makes sense. But I got it marked down on paper for you guys. So let me explain this to you. So obviously this is the cooler, looking at it this way. So there's going to be a pump in the bottom hooked to a splitter with a fill line. So when the water gets so high, it'll flow into that PVC pipe out. And then when I need to completely empty it, I'll be able to turn this pump on and it'll pump right out. Whether I got to put a shut off in there or what, however, it's going to work. And then here is where the water is going to come in from the boat. So this is the pump in the water level that will take water, pump it in, and it'll probably be some sort of PVC design, like one piece of here with a bunch of holes drilled into it. So let me just show you the cooler itself. So we can have a pump coming in through here, pump it all the way in, rain it down, and then here I'm going to take this out, put a splitter on it coming up, so then I'll have another pipe sitting here and water will fall into it to keep it at that level, and that'll flow just straight out the back. And then if I need to pump it out when I'm done fishing and get the weight out, then I'll have an aerator sitting here, or a pump and then I'll just be able to pump it straight out. And then if I have to worry about that line spraying water out, then I'll put a turn off on there. That way I can close that, give it the direct current it needs. So I'm going to make this a few part video. I'm going to do it in different parts. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. But as I plan on doing is keeping that boat for a few years. I'll probably polish it, shine it up later. But then this way is a good way to keep my fish, healthier, cleaner, longer. Catch a fish at 8 o'clock in the morning. By the time I get off the lake and clean it, it's 6:30. And it's already pretty bad from sitting in warm water. And so this way I can keep them all alive until I get off the lake, drain it, come home, take them out, and then yeah. So I'm going to show you guys where I'm going to put it. in the boat. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like in the boat. And now I'm thinking it's too big. Because how am I supposed to get my gas can in there, take the plug out, and put my batteries in? Because this is all the room I get on both sides. Yeah. It'd be cool if I could just put it in the front or something. I have a smaller cooler, but... Alright guys, I got it figured out. This is how it can go. This is it. Save some space back there so I can open it. That canvas, I think I'm just gonna cut it off. And I guess, I don't know, maybe put a different cloth to kind of hide the batteries. But it's pretty comfortable. So when you're sitting over here, right by the trolling spot, or over here, or whoever's manning the trolling motor, eventually I'm gonna have a trolling motor that goes in the front with a remote. I won't have that, but that way it still saves me access to get back here to the batteries. Because once I have my front trolling motor, then I'll put that battery up front. And then I won't have to worry about the weight. I can still get to the plug, get to the gas tank. I can fit my arm through that crack so I can slide the gas tank over if I need to. Oh, there's some fishing hooks right there. But anyways, that's the idea so far. Alright guys, so to fix the broken hardware, I just got some old piece of tie down strap. I'm going to put a screw in each of them, and that'll be good enough for a lid. And then on the inside, I got this thinner material so that way it stays open or whatever. And then I'm going to take another piece of this and I'm going to put a button on the front so I can snap it closed so the wind don't fly it open. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, these are all stainless steel screws, and these are all from the hardware in the front and everything, so I saved it because now I can use it for some of the PVC stuff on the inside. I guess another thing I want to point out quick is take a torch or a lighter and burn these ends so they don't get frayed up. Forgot to mention that, but I'm going to take my little torch here for soldering and do that now. So there we have it. It doesn't look the prettiest, but I also don't have any money invested into this so far. It's just got to be functionable. So let's try it out. Open the lid. Yep. Works good. So now these straps I'm going to use for this. Alright guys, so I repeated the same steps for this. Works good. So now we got a functioning cooler. And yeah. So cool. Now I'm going to put like a little button here. And so for this, we take this button, put it in our strap, punch it with this anvil and this special tool, and then this button will just screw it into the plastic. So this is what it looks like. So now we can just snap it in. It's new, so it's gonna be tough. There we go, just like that. And then we'll put a couple screws in it. That way we know it's gonna be down. And then we can just pop it off. And there we have it, guys, just like that. Works good. Let me close it. Locked up. stay tuned for part 2.